Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Gold Podcast. Today we're speaking with Jeff Pontius. He is the founder and CEO of Corvus Gold. Corvus Gold was actually the second best performing mining stock listed on the TSX Big Board in the year 2012. So Jeff, I want to start off by congratulating you on that, and let me get right to the first question. In December, you guys released a PEA for your North Bullfrog project, which is, I should mention, is going to be a two-staged project, and in the base case scenario, it showed a 5-year payback. And Jeff, I think though it's such a busy world, so people who look at these press releases, they just look at the first couple lines, the first paragraph, and they see 5-year payback, and they kind of think, oh, that the economics there are not quite strong. But I think that's the headline there can kind of lead to some misconceptions. So why don't you give us your thoughts on the PEA and address that if you could?
Yeah, and thanks, Jordan. Definitely appreciate it. The one thing I'd like to just mention as far as that goes is the fact that the two-stage development is really important for us. First of all, we get production in late 14, which is a real transforming event for Corvus. But more importantly, that early production pays for the capex of the second phase of the project, or a good portion of it. So that's why you see somewhat of a protracted payback on that. Really, it's translating into a 2-year payback and then paying directly into the CapEx development for the second phase of this project. So, we wanted to make sure we put it out there and it was very clear to everybody of just what we're trying to do here on the project. So, for us, it looks very attractive for us, and we can get up and get going at that base case gold number, which is right now about $200 below where our current gold price is. So, we think the project's got a lot of upside potential to it, and a very important fact is the fact that we have not included any of our step-out drilling, which certainly looks very attractive to us as we go to the north on the big project to the north. And none of the yellow jacket drilling has been included in this assessment, where we are currently in the process of defining what looks like a higher grade starter pit area. Some very good results have come back in there with 50 to 75 meter hits in the 1.5 to 2 gram range. So I think those aspects are going to change things pretty dramatically for the project going forward, and it's going to be it is to us right now a very compelling development story.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on those step-out drilling results that you spoke about, and also the high-grade yellow jacket results not included in the PEA, as you said. Jeff, hypothetically speaking, where could that come into play for the North Bullfrog project when it goes into production? Is this something that could be part of Phase 2 and just be a separate pit, or could it become its own different phase? Tell the listeners, where this could come into play.
Yeah, I think the important part is that we've hit some very good intervals of half a gram or better material starting from the surface, basically just north of the existing pit in the Sierra Blanca area. And that material will have a real opportunity as we step out and continue to develop more ounces there to come in the very first phase of mining, or the first starter pit of mining for that north area, the larger deposit to the north. And in addition to that, we have a fairly broad zone that starts about 50 meters in depth of high-grade mineralization in the yellow jacket area, and that is just an extension of the existing pit. to bring that into the mine plan. So those two areas of higher grade mineralization are going to dramatically change the economics of the north area. The north area looks like a very compelling development target to us now. I think it's going to be much more so as we add those ounces into the actual mine plan. And that will take place next year as we get the infill drilling done and step-out drilling and come up with a new mine plan, which will be, we're scheduled to have done by the end of this year, I should say, 13. And it'll include a heck of a lot of drilling that will start here in the next month or so.
Yeah, let's talk about your specific objectives for 2013. I know that you guys are going to be doing a feasibility study on the first phase of the project. And then secondly, can you discuss the specifics of your drill program for this year?
Sure. The first phase, as you say, the Mayflower phase for us is really important. We're getting a lot of drilling done on the part of the Jolly Jane system that will come into that game plan or come into that development plan. And we've finished drilling off the Mayflower area. We're getting our final metallurgical numbers back. They look very encouraging to us. We're still thinking that we have an opportunity here to go with a run-of-mine type operation where we won't need the crusher component of that, which is included right now in the PEA, keep in mind, and that would reduce costs pretty substantially. So those things are really important from the development standpoint, and that's all in the mix, and that's coming and should be finished up for the feasibility study that'll be done probably, I'm saying late January, late this month, or by the middle of next month. So in there as we complete all that work and get it put into the feasibility for phase one or Mayflower. Now, we also are going to be, as soon as we get, we're right now waiting for a very large exploration permit from the BLM. It should be coming any time now in the next week or so, or a few weeks, I should say. And as soon as we get that, we will be back at drilling very aggressively after the high-grade mineralization that we've hit late last year. And that will not only include drilling the Yellow Jacket area where we've had some very good success, but it'll include drilling what we now have as a number of other targets that look very favorable in that same system. So you're going to see us back at it, drilling very aggressively after the high-grade mineralization, which is really a game changer for Corvus, I think. And in addition to that, we'll have a big RC program that'll come in. What we need to do by the end of the year is get the first 5 years of the North project, or the second phase project, into measured and indicated category so we can complete the feasibility study by early next year and start the permitting process for that big mine to the north. So those are really our focal points right now. We think we've got great opportunity on the high-grade front. There may very well be a number of these type of vein systems out here in the property, and so you're going to see us chase those very aggressively in 2013, as well as, you know, the bread and butter of what we do, which is really get the infill and resource conversion work done, as well as a step out to see how far north we can go.
Jeff, as we said before, Corvus Gold was the second best performing mining stock on the TSX big board, and actually the best performing precious metal stock. So again, congratulations on that. But you know, going forward after such a fantastic year, I mean, in your opinion, what do you need to do to continue to build more value in the company so that you know, people who are following the story, who haven't gotten involved, they've missed it, so that they'll come in and want to buy the stock at these levels?
Well, I think we need to do what we did last year and the year before that. We need to go out and execute our plan. Last year, we did what we said we were going to do. We discovered and developed a high-quality resource on a fairly large heap leach project in Nevada. We made a high-grade discovery This year, I think, to really bring that shareholder value to the shareholders that are, say, buying stock like I did a couple of weeks ago in the $1.60, $1.70 range. I think to bring value to those shareholders, we need to continue doing what we do best, which is go out and find mineralization and continue to develop that, not only high-grade mineralization, but de-risk the asset and move it down the path to production. We have a game plan in place to do that, a great group of talented people that can execute that kind of program, and I fully expect us to be able to achieve those milestones this year. And I think if we can do that, we can continue to build that value that we're starting to see come into the marketplace for Corvus Gold. We believe there's a lot more value in our company, not only with our North Bullfrog project, but we have a number of other early-stage exploration assets that you'll see us probably joint venture or be able to monetize in the future and bring more and more value back to the core element of Corvus Gold, which is developing Nevada heap leach, low-cost mining opportunities.
Well, on that note, Jeff, I thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations on all your past success, and best of luck to you and Corvus in the future.
All right. Thanks, Jordan.